Alright, and I'm back with another review for you guys, and this time we got Jada Toy Street Fighter 2, the final challenger's Dhalsim. Before we even get into them, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about Street Fighter. I've never really, I'm not even into fighting games like that in general, to be honest. I'm more into like action adventure games and stuff like that, like open world, whatever. I probably should get into it though, it seems pretty interesting. But I always thought Dhalsim was cool. I like that green guy too. I can't remember his name, and I always thought Ryu was pretty cool. But yeah, the box is pretty cool. It resembles kind of like the old arcade box, like style game. I can't remember what they're called, but you know, the old arcade style like gaming systems, whatever. Oh, cool! I didn't realize it has all this information on the side, and then you just got a little image on the back. You got this little pose, and then this is cool, like on the menu screen when you're choosing your character. Pretty badass. And then I don't think there's really much going on the bottom. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into them. Also, I just want to introduce a new rating system I came up with. It's using my name. But I also want to send a shout out to 5 Points for Articulation because he did inspire it pretty heavily. But yeah. The IDEF rating system stands for: is the figure in good shape? Does the figure function as intended? Everything that's included with the figure, plus scaling, and then just my final thoughts. Usually a little pose at the end when I'm talking about it too, unless I forget. Alright, and here he is out of package, and honestly, just looking over him, because I did before I even started the video, I can't really find anything wrong with him. I would say the only paint issue I can find is like, it's maybe slightly muddy right there, but like, who cares, dude? Like, he looks pretty awesome. Again, he looks good. I can't find any flaws with the guy. But yeah, let's get into his articulation. Let's just, I guess we'll start with his head. He's not getting the most up, but every other direction, he gets such good articulation. And the neck almost seems to regulate itself a little bit. I don't know, it's pretty cool. He gets over a T-pose, and then he's got butterfly too. That's pretty awesome. This is a free hanging necklace. Super cool. These are real metal loops, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. And then he's got these, which are pretty cool. He's got a bicep swivel. Oh. He's got a pretty damn good bend. Actually, I might go more than that too. Yeah, there we go. He's got a damn good bend. And then this hand doesn't have the best articulation. I don't know if the other one's better or not. But there's no twist at this, the forearm doesn't really need it. There's not much figures that have that really, I don't think, but just saying, it doesn't have it, but it doesn't need it. That's how far back he goes. That's how forward he goes. Side to side's awesome. This top part, I can't talk. This top part doesn't twist too much off of here. I don't want to force it too much. It'll get a little bit, but it's enough to actually, that's a perfect amount to actually look pretty realistic for turning his body and stuff. You can do a lot of cool things with this figure, I'm not gonna lie. He twists at the waist too, of course. It has almost like a ratcheting joint in there. I'm impressed with this figure, I'm not gonna lie. You know how McFarlane does the diaper pieces and they look really bad? This is essentially the same thing, it just looks good. And it's really functional. He's getting some kicks. And here, I think that, I don't know if any of my SH figure arts have as good of a split as this. That's crazy. This figure was $24.99. I'm just saying. And then, I don't know if it's essentially designed to work as a thigh swivel, but he does have a thigh swivel. But, well, we'll get into that later. I'm sure you can guess why it swivels. Pretty decent bend, too. God, can I find something bad about this guy? He does have a boot swivel too. Look at that. Good bend on the ankles. Pretty good. And then it ratchets too. He even has peg holes too. Oh man. Like I said, I don't know much about Street Fighter, but this figure is insane, dude. Like, this figure is so good, it almost just makes me want to get into Street Fighter, because obviously Jada Toys has much respect for that game. Because they did this figure so... Oh my gosh, bro. I mean, I've always thought this guy was cool, but... like, the figure was crazy. But, I guess we should just get into his accessories then. So he comes with another head, the screaming head. Sorry about that. And he's got extra little hanging loops on there. It's pretty cool. He's got these hands, which are pretty cool. I don't know if these are like a tiger claw hand type attack or grabbing or what, but good action hand to have, of course. Then you got his stretchy arms. I guess this is the one thing, I don't want to say it's a bad thing about the figure, like maybe I just don't know much about Dhalsim. These don't come out. You can't interchange these. But maybe he only uses punches when he's stretching his arms and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it was a logistics thing to put these in there. Maybe it just wouldn't last, taking the different hands in and out. I don't know. That's the only thing I complain about, but it's not a big deal. And yeah, these have bendy wire, so they do stay too, in case you're curious. And then you got some long legs. I don't know how well. I feel like I've heard these are kind of hard to get him to stand on, but that's not necessarily what they're designed for either. I mean, like, he uses them for kicking. I don't know if he necessarily stands up with these and stuff. Again, I don't know, but I would assume they're mostly designed for striking and stuff, but kind of like Luffy uses them. But pretty dope. I don't really have anyone to scale him with that is relevant, so I guess we'll just pull out some randos. Here he is with the Jada Toys Chester Cheetah. Now, I don't want to shit on Chester Cheetah, but Dhalsim is such a vastly bigger, better figure that it's almost laughable. And I get that there's limitations with because this is a whole new mold completely, I'm assuming, with Chester Cheetah, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dhalsim is too. I don't know. Dhalsim is just a far superior figure. Honestly, I almost feel Chester Cheetah should be charged a little bit less for, just considering the articulation and everything, but let's not turn this into a video crapping on Chester Cheetah, because he's still a dope figure. Here he is with Luffy, and you know as soon as those accessory kits drop for Luffy, there's got to be a posing video with them fighting. Someone's got to do it. Here he is with the animated series Spider-Man and some custom clothes I have for him. And here he is with Red Hulk, just so you really have a sense of scale of how big this figure of Dhalsim is. Yeah, all I can tell you guys is, even if you don't like Street Fighter or whatever, you hate Street Fighter, if you like figures that are good, just a well-designed figure, this dude's that. I would say he contends with the most SH figure arts. I don't think most people would disagree with me who own him and other SH figure arts, whatever. Jada Toys, keep doing the thing, because this is insane for this price point. You're really putting like McFarlane, Marvel Legends to shame, bro. The cheaper SH figure arts, it puts them to shame. $10 more, they don't really get that much more accessories. And again, this dude his articulation is very comparable. It's good, and he's a good looking figure too. It's just, there's nothing bad to say about the guy. Dang, yeah, I recommend him highly. Awesome figure. Maybe one of the coolest figures I've gotten in a minute. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with him more, but I hope you guys enjoy.